Okay, before I start the video officially, I just need this to stall for time because I have a really bad problem with swearing and I need there to be at least zero swearing when it comes to the first 3 minutes. So this is going to be a very slow beginning. At the meantime, enjoy these few photos of exotic creatures I have gathered over the past few years. That is actually my foot, and I wear size 40, 45, 46 shoes, so that was a chunky starfish. That's a snake I have. Well, okay, enough commentary. I was going to say, this is... Again, I'm trying to stall for time. So I was thinking about adding chess to the video gameplay. So, I just... Stalling for time, I was thinking about adding chess to the commentary video, and I have no idea how I am going to do that exactly, given that it's almost an hour long. I swear I don't do these so long on purpose. So, yep, here is bravery or stupidity. Also, I used to walk a lot on soil, and I don't really wash the damn things, my shoes. So, yeah, here I am, breathing. Try not to listen to the language I use, mostly because I don't want you all to find where I live. Look at the snake compared to the pole. That was a chunky snake. Wouldn't you say so? Ah yes, the living one I came across. Look at it slither, look at it go away. Ah, come on. I actually jumped over this little guy. Ain't he adorable? Let's see what's next. Ah yes, the workout equipment I accidentally broke. And this I'll have to censor. Oh, I forgot. Here is the second bit I broke. Well, that was fun. So anyway, I'm going to go play chess for about an hour, and then edit this bit in front of that bit, censor out the emergency calls, and cheers, lads. Okay, I'm still technically unwinding from this massive project I was doing with this part-time dragon, and I still want to do stuff with my channel, so I'm going to just read this gray text right here until I reach the part where I left off last time. Introducing us. I want to live in a dragon world. So would many people, until you realize how much of a disaster fire would be, wildfires especially. This is going to also have minimal editing. So let's hope this works. First, PTD, part-time dragons. I assume comic we ever made, because the world does need more dragons, except tons of comics, videos, and soon a game too. I want to make fun fantasy world full of dragons. Dragon world sounds awesome. XD. I'm not sure what sound effect I should use for that. Have you ever started a big project? Tell me about it. He still hasn't commented about the fact that I've made a 40-minute fucking long fucking video about this very comic. Jesus fucking Christ, man! Seriously. I asked for your permission and you didn't even leave I acknowledge your existence. Come on. Alright, that's this bit done. Let's hope it sounds decent, as I'm still recording under my blanket. Sorry for the nose blows. Better to be a morning person or a night owl? It depends. Because in my job, there is only 1 week I ever have to be a morning person. And that's just those 5 days. The rest, I have to work a night shift or a noon shift. For the love of Christ. Night shift or noon shift, so it's best to be a night owl. New comic, are you made of a morning person or a night owl? I literally just fucking answered that. Let's go. The rest is just, yep. Surprisingly, I want more great dragon games. So should we all. That's why I'm making more dragon games myself also. Oh, you can tell I spent all my time drawing dragons. The humans look so basic. Oh girl, you're so basic. Oh my days. What do you want to see more in games? I already said. Less monetization and more artistic integrity. Thank you. You see, I'm only a part-time dragon, so every minute counts. Ah ha 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 ha! Indeed it does! Especially when you're like me and try to do stuff, but it fails horrifically. I wish I was a time dragon with time magic. Never a good idea. Time paradoxes are a bitch. I still work only 1 to 2 hours on part-time dragon every night after I get home from work, but I do all I can with the little time I have. I'll keep on working hard till I can be a full-time dragon. LOL. Ah ha ah 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 ah. Is there anything you're working on in your spare time? Yes, this fucking tosh. Give me a moment. No. Alright, now that this is set, I doubt I will have to tap on the screen to stop it from sleeping. The unique absurdity of game research. Actually, the more I think about it, even video production has the same problems. Goddamn. I still do game research. A little too much sometimes. We've all played, watched the whole show for research, right? Right? Research is important, okay? XD, Yes, this is improv and I'm totally winging it. Any games you've done way more research than you needed to? No, because I don't do video games. However, I do videos, and fuck me if it ain't so hard to stop once you start. Yes. Does this make Dev a light dragon? Exciting. XD. I mean, if you want the light attribute from Yu-Gi-Oh, just make sure your summoning condition is not too extreme. I got it. Tribute summon dead to summon tribute summoning Dev gets you Dev's dad plus 5,000 damage. Cannot be destroyed 5 turns after he is summoned. Nah, he's not a light dragon, just a normal dragon. Oh, come on! Also, you can see Dev fly here. It's rare, but it happens. He kinda looks like a moth, doesn't he? What kind of moths do you have? Because from all the videos I've heard you in, you don't sound like you're from down under. By the way, BTW, if I understand the modern languages, I believe it's abbreviation that BTW is. By the way, I'm not the only one that works on dark mode, right? By my phone screen you can clearly see I do not fall under that part. How it really feels to overcome limits. Overcoming your limits can be a surprisingly messy and sometimes painful experience. Oh, trust me, I know. Don't give up. Overcome your limits and good luck. Just make sure you don't fuck up your knee like I did. And rest. Lots and lots of rest. Just be forewarned. The line between rest and procrastination is a line no thicker than a walrus whisker. What have you been working on recently? Once again, this fucking tush. Also a few Reddit comments, but I am not making a Reddit video anytime soon because I have a feeling I'm going to need different levels of ideas and recording for this. Fucking hell, I'm running out of breath, my neck hurts, and it's only been 9 minutes. Okay. How it feels when you're extremely green with envy. Now I just wanna see a green Dev. Green with envy, more like orange with envy. LOL. Either way, don't let envy get the best of you. Let's use that energy to better ourselves. I'm good at reading, folks. Okay, fucking hell. Yeah, kinda what I'm trying to do with these experiments. Because I am not green with envy, but I'll be fucked sideways clockwise before and counterclockwise before I let a bunch of stinking kids in plastic dinosaur masks do the better of me in video production wise. Any games that made you feel like that? For me, it was definitely Undertale when I played it a few years back. My friend, have you seen the technical achievements of Undertale? That point multiplier of random events ensures that even with all the free endings, there is still so much you're missing. Take inspiration from Undertale, just do not try to mimic it. You will lose your mind and your waistline. Or maybe you'll gain it, depends on the perspective. The most uplifting moral support is a good dragon. Yeah, provided he doesn't burst you into flames. This comment makes me with I had dragon. I think you meant to say wish. This comic makes me with I had dragon moral support from someone like Dev on my life. Who is writing this? He's a great friend. Less than 3? I think is red. I know it's supposed to be a heart, but this is read as less than 3, right? How about we have some fun? Share some of the cool stuff your friends are working on in the comments. Well, one of my co-workers, at the very least, we don't work in the same department anymore. I heard he was making a cricket-based video. Cricket as in the insect, not the sport. And I have no idea what his YouTube channel is. Good luck, man, if you come across this, or even watched 13 minutes into the video. Staying up to make an amazing new comic. Oh bother. I know I can get pretty passionate when I'm writing a new script. Sometimes means staying up longer than I planned, but I think that's okay once in a while. Just make sure it doesn't become a habit, okay? You get any cool projects you're staying up for recently? I'm starting to see the error of these ways, and this 6 hours 4 minutes is PM, so not yet. Yes, I believe this is what we call the halfway point. New Markiplier comic cause he's a stunning guy. I think I see it. Markiplier comic. I like everyone else in the internet. I think you mean on the internet, but alright. I also like Markiplier's video. Totally based off him. Ha ha. I have never gotten a chance to meet someone as famous as him. Have you met anyone famous? Tell me in the comments. No, I don't think I have. At least not to the same extent that this is. I am definitely in the close vicinity of certain famous people, and not to mention my cousin has a ex-girlfriend who had a college roommate who was a famous singer, so there is that chain of famous publicity. Right? Still nothing down there. Motivational comic books and dragons make life better. Indeed they do. People have commented that these comics feel like motivational comic books, and I say, hey, heck yeah, I love those things. I want to make things that are positive and help people build. What the fuck? I want to make things that are positive and help build people up. Thank you. How about a few reading lessons, my guy? Just with much more dragons XD. I don't know. I hope all these brighten up your life. Oh, trust me, if they aren't brightening up the environment with all the fire they breathe, they most certainly are brightening up my life. Lesser than 3. I know it's hard. How about you? Is there anything that you feel really passionate about making? Well, I have to go and make some snot go out of my nose, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, let's keep going. Tough as nails, better though as a dragon. I mean, you could say tough as nails, stubborn as a fuel, as difficult as a child that needs to go to school. There's a lot of things you can say. Working on your project can be tough as nails. Thankfully for me, dragons are tougher. Fucking sneeze! Fucking false alarm sneeze! Whatever your dreams are, keep on fighting and best of luck. I most certainly will. Also, fucking emojis, the fuck? Most ultimate lucky dragon. Not really. Goddamn half sneezes. Something a little more personal this time. It's always bothered me a tinge when people say that I'm a lucky dragon to be working in games. I've worked really hard to get there. You can too. The door is always open, so let's both get there. Is there a game you'd love to make? Several, actually. Few problems. Coding is a bitch. I need more than just a few levels, and I am afraid of making Jiminy cockthroats and spunk gargle wee-wees and ghost train rides. However, in recent years, only those 3 games have been the main staple, so I'm afraid I also don't know how to make anything other than those 3 types of games. Bonus points to everyone who understands what I'm actually talking about. Fucking snot nose. To be a great social media influencer dragon. Fuck me, I have to do that again. The nose blowing. Be right back. Okay, I am back, and this time the tissue box is next to me, so you'll get the full loud experience. Where was I? Right. This joke was a lot funnier when we had just started out. When we started our comic, and we had less than 50 followers at the time. Ouch. Not much of a social media influencer dragon when you've got 47 followers in total. XD. How would you measure that? But I'm thankful for all of you having helped us grow. Less than 3. I think. Is there a kind of content you'd like to create? Yes, reading your comics. Shame it took my voice and took a long while to edit and come back with and create with the worst application anybody has ever used. Speaking of which, I need to create some kind of a last update about the desync about the clearly desync in compression when it comes to audio. Just you wait. When your dragon diet is not the best. Okay. I'll read this first, then I'll ask the question. A dragon's diet can sometimes be kind of bad, but when we've all had weeks like this, right? XD Quacky. Some weeks you just need to treat yourself. It's pretty obvious that your comfort food is cake. That my comfort food is cake. What's yours? I don't know. I don't really have anything that comforts me outside of a little piece of what do you call it? Hair tie that clicks. That's so old it starts to click when you tap it together hard enough. Other than that, I really don't have that many things to comfort me. Can't say if that's sad or not. Okay. Now to ask for the question, how in the blue hell are you so thin and slim while devouring a whole cake? Just first a small cube, then a whole slice, then a whole goddamn cake. Not to mention the French restaurant I am going to show you eventually in this very video. How are you so slim? If your diet is so bad, your workouts must be amazing. Okay. Seeing those two back to back, I now see you're somehow really fit, given that you are running marathons as it looks like. Getting started on something new gets me in a panic. Really? At least you started and aren't like me where you're procrastinating and fearing what happens next. Getting started with something new can be really scary. We've only made a few comics and I feel like I don't know a lot about comics and social media, but I'm having a lot of fun. Same here, I think. Is there something you started recently? Tell me below and the best of luck with it. Getting started on something new always gets me in a panic. Copy pasted, I see. Well, not exactly. Actually, wait. Gets me in a... Yeah, it is copy pasted. Just one is bold and one is normal. Case in point, this. The Wish Dragon has enormous power. It's no good. I'm not sure why I made this genie wish dragon so hot. It's a little weird, but I like it. Hello? Do you really need a reason? Look at this man. Oh, yes. Look at him. Oh, God. Yes. Look at this, Big Daddy. I'm not sure why I made this genie. Alright. There is something you would have wished for? Is there something you would have wished for instead? Bravery, courage, all of it. A backspine, some nuts to hang up on my scrotum so I can finally stop being afraid. Also, that my tongue, which I know you can't necessarily see in this sort of realization, that my tongue isn't as tied up as it's supposed to be. I wish for my tongue to not be tied up. Funny number time. Yeah, that's basically it. I wish for I wish for courage and my tongue to be untied. And know that those comments will not happen. See friends happy brings a smile to this dragon's face. My friend's smile always makes my day, dragon face or not. Seeing so many of you enjoy my new comic just makes all the hard work worth it. Y'all rock! You sure some of us don't roll? What makes you smile? A. Your comic. B. A good morbid joke. C. That feeling when you... Actually, I don't know what C is, but I have a feeling it's something... I don't know where I'm taking this joke. I want to make the ultimate best cake. And I want to make this dragon mine. Hello, Daddy! I got the idea for this comic when I made some biscuits the other day. Really, you make biscuits? And boy, they came out bad. Sorry to hear that. Best cakes? Homemade Black Forest cake. Tried it in comparison with a factory bought Black Forest cake. I cannot recommend homemade Black Forest cakes enough. The difference in taste is staggering. I would have settled for mediocre. Equal V equals semicolon. I suppose that's supposed to be like exasperation. But I'm not 100% sure. I still ate them because I don't want to waste food. I mean, how else are you supposed to tell that they were horrible if you didn't eat them? But this was on my mind all week. Trying to make good things is hard, whether it's cakes or comics. Are you working on anything right now? Case in point once more. Just a sec, I have to blow my nose again. And this time the recording won't be paused, just the mic will. Also, MyQuil sounds kind of like I said NyQuil, right? Which they baked chicken in. And the more I listen to that sentence, they baked chicken in NyQuil, makes me feel like that's some kind of a Darwinist recipe to weed out all of the old boomers who have lost their minds but refuse to die. Fuck you, you little peepsqueak. I have to calm down. Jesus fucking, this blanket, man, I swear to God. Starting great, so don't worry about perfection. Starting great, so don't worry about perfection. This perfection comic is based on a quite have no fear of perfection, you'll never reach it, which I absolutely love. I went through doubts about whether I was ready to start a whole comic recently. There are a lot of things that could be better, the writing, the art, the site, but I'm getting better little by little with every comic, and I feel it too. Do you have projects you have been wanting to start? I was about to say take a shot every time they were going to do this, but then I realized I am 40 comics deep with my original video, which is the limit I'm setting for this video, and there is no level of alcohol that won't result in immediate hospitalization by the end of this. So don't take a shot, don't take a drink, perhaps water, but make sure you have a bowl for when you start vomiting. Also, you want the pinnacle of never being able to achieve perfection? Just download Petal Clip, baby! Baker's dozen assorted with frosting for a year. What kind of a world do you live in? How can you afford a baker's dozen with frosting? What is that, cake? And I just pet on my phone. What kind of a job do you have where you're able to afford that, but somehow not afford a house? Is comfort food such a problem for you? How are you so fit? Baker's dozen, what is that, like 12? Or more? Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, calm down, there are still some places to go. You're only past the halfway point, fucking Jesus. Okay. Take a wonderful coffee break when you need it. I love having a coffee break when I'm overdone. Really? Really? Fucking really? You think you're overdone? Fucking really? Son? Fucking really? It's a little bit. Resting is as important for being productive as working hard. Life is a marathon. Screw you. Not a sprint after all. Eat shit, little guy. So let's all do our best and take care of ourselves on the way there. I'll most certainly try, but life isn't a marathon, nor is it a sprint. It's a circus, and we're all the main attraction. What do you do when you're having a nice little break? Wasting time, apparently, whenever I'm not. No, I'm rarely ever editing. This is I'm simply wasting my time. Now this is when fuck me clockwise. Now this is when collaborating together falls apart. Collaborating together sometimes doesn't work, and that's okay. This is an idea I've had after I had a collaboration fall through, Sometimes it's best just to move on and keep working on what you want. Have you ever had a collaboration that fell apart? No. Not really, because I'm still starting out and I have yet to work with another human being. My job does not count in this scenario. Shut it. You see these? These right here? This is why I don't use augmentation voices. They sound too robotic. And I'm not sure if I was southern enough for this text or if I should have gone weebish for these clothes. Either way, tried my best. You and only 8 people saw it. Not even 8 people. Most people just clicked through and just first few seconds and then we're done. Fuck! Alright. How to deal with toxic online haters. You poke them with a stick and then watch them waste their time while you do other things while they just type up responses like the angry little goblins that they are. Before I started making stuff, I had seen content creators talk about how they got online haters. Now I've gone through it myself. It's really weird. It's a really weird position to be in. Bloody sausage fingers. Obstructed DA. I think that it's just best to ignore it and move on. Let's keep on making things that we love. I mean, you could, or you can just poke them with a stick and see how self-righteous they are. Don't let others stop you from making things that you love and are making the world a better place. Most certainly will not. My spine is killing me. I'll try... Actually, no, I won't. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll try to do this. Hopefully it doesn't sound too much like hot garbage. My silly unusual workout motivation trick. Workout motivation works even if it's from a weird source, right, XD? I mean, I'd rather not say why I originally started, but all I can say is the second, because I'm too embarrassed to say where my motivation started for working out. However, I am not embarrassed enough to say that what kept me going were biologically accurate marine animal heads on top of really hairy, really muscular, enormously packaged sailor men. I know how mad that sounds, but that video exists by Captain Sauce, free random games. Go and find it, then laugh at me later, okay? No one bests a dragon's strong determination. Have you met Sans? Sometimes my determination is not as strong as Dev's, but that's okay. I do what I can with the energy I've got. Ain't we all? What's a friend has an anime motivational speech? Oh, when a friend has an anime motivational speech. Boop. Good anime motivational speeches, I couldn't have said it better myself. You wanna share your favorite words of wisdom for those reading this too? Add them to the comments. Well, you kind of put me on the spot when my backache is getting worse. Hold on. Alright. Motivational speeches. There are three kinds of people in this world. There are dicks who want to fuck everybody. There are pussies who want everyone to get along. And then there are assholes who want to just shit on everybody. I know that dicks are seen as assholes because pussies get fucked by dicks, but we must not forget that dicks also fuck assholes, thereby plugging their shit, even if it is for a moment. Sure, when a dick fucks really hard, pussies can get upset, but we must not forget that a good dick is the only thing that stops a asshole from shitting on pussies. How is this for a motivational speech, eh then? So, if practice makes perfect, big results soon? Oh my. Focus! Practice really does make perfect. I stand here as the contrary, apparently. Practice really does make perfect. I feel like every comic makes me a little better. Finally, the art style is getting better. I'm finishing these super consistently, and thanks to all of you for all the feedback. You all rock. On the behalf of your fans, you're welcome. Is there something you've been trying to get better at this year? Do not fucking drink. The ultimate hottest coffee fantasy. And that's not even counting the stuff they showed at GTA San Andreas. Behold the ultimate coffee fantasy. What's yours? Not the stuff that happens in GTA San Andreas, I can tell you that much for sure. The gargling could have been better because I've made it better. I have definitely put more emotion into this, even though you are the irreplaceable Dev. Winging it here for as long as it takes. What? This comic makes me smile a lot. Less than 3, because there would be, yeah. It's true, though I have many doubts Fuck. This comic makes me smile a lot. Can I learn to read, please? This comic makes me smile a lot. Less than 3. It's true, though I have many doubts whether these small comics are very good. But I like them, and I think they are pretty good. So as I gather my experience, I continue winging it until I am a great storyteller. How would you objectively measure that? Feeling the dream strongly today. How about you? Are there any dreams you're working on towards? Do not drink! And the answer was still this. A transformation would be really amazing. A group of cultured individuals, I see. I so want to have a Sailor Moon style dragon transformation sequence whenever I wanted XD. Don't we all? Wouldn't you? Or maybe you'd want a different animal to TF into. A man of culture and his female friend of culture. Goodbye to bros forever. Hello, boyo. Good thing I doing this today so that people don't nail me to a wall for shouting. And yes, the answer is a dragon. Although hiding behind the god of war wouldn't be such a shabby deal after all. This is what any self-respecting academic should call a work of art. This right here. This right here. And now a normal talk with some naked dragons. I tried making this naked dragon thematic because it's about renewing your energy. It's kinda like shower renews you. Well, I think it makes sense. XD. I mean, for some people it might, for other people it just makes them feel very, very wet. Make those comics become a great way of renewing my energy. What do you do to renew your motivation? Feel free to drink to that one, actually. I search for free time, or at the very least try not to procrastinate, but then the videos I watch is so good, and especially now that I still have to watch a single video that is about H3VR. Somehow I have both too much and too little time on my hands. Try and wrap your head around that. Wait. Nope, those are two separate dragons. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose once more. How long has this been off? So anyways, the mic was fucking off! Alright, I realized that those were two separate dragons. Now let's see where I'm standing. We have many exciting launch options, so choose one. We all have that friend which... I don't know what to choose. I want to choose something that you like, but I don't know what you like. Not to mention I have to watch for your allergies, my allergies. I must switch. God help. We all have that friend that, when present with a ton of exciting launch options, they just can't decide Well, I am that friend, XD. It's hard to choose when you have so many good options. What's your go-to when it comes to lunch? Pasta for me, usually it's the leftovers for me, baby. And whenever I go to lunch, lunch on my work, I usually eat dry salami, cheese and crackers, baby. Rapid fire, we're doing this. It's a cozy and wonderful sleepy dragon moment, kinda. Cozy and wonderful sleepy dragon moment, or a terrifying accidental nap. I read it as addicting so often. I still fall asleep during the middle of the day. Is it during the work day or just the regular day? And sometimes I fall asleep well after work. It's a random hour or two that I lose is always annoying. Are you a fan of naps? No, even though the 10 hours I take after the Friday is over and my workday is over says otherwise. Best to enjoy the journey and have a great time. Sometimes it's just best to enjoy the journey and to have a great time. Brownies, hell, damn right they do. Finally, the optimistically nihilistic bit. Nothing matters, so enjoy life while you can. If there is no inherent meaning in anything we do and nothing matters, then we might as well have fun while we're here, right? Cooking, probably my favorite fun, pointless activity. How about you? Wasting time watching shit on the internet. The Scottish Bear, what does a drunk dragon really think about fame? Who cares about it? That's what you said? My comics have started to get a little popular recently, and I'm really thankful for it. And that's the fame, but the fame is a side effect. I love making funny comics, and that's how I've gotten here. My favorite drunk dragon dev said it best: fall in love with the process and the rest will come. Fucking hell, I must be doing something wrong, because every time something goes wrong I feel so annoyed and pissed off. I love how anime this looks. This bit right here. Look at that. The love in his eyes, the love in his hand, the sparkles, the flames, and this drunk bastard is missing all of it. Is there something you're working on that you hope goes big? Yes, it didn't. Fuck, do not drink. This dancing chicken. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I am not recording better than this. Look at it. Look at it in all of its dancing, twerking glory. Oh no, I dropped my bread. Finally, people are just people. People are just people. People are just people, not pickles, not just people, not pickles. Oh, on big famous people featuring my buddy Cack Flip Note. This Cack Flip Note, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I love your animated shorts, my guy. I think most people are just normal once you get to know them. Really, I hope I am. Comic featuring my most famous friend, Cake Flipnote, who is a chill, fun dude. We have fun sharing memes and obscure comics. XD. I'm curious, do you have any friends that are well known? Fuck no. I already told my link to the only famous singer I know. I will not tell her name because I don't know her name and I don't know what her music is exactly, but I know it has something to do with chemistry or fake jewelry. Oh, yes. When self-improvement moves in an unexpected ways into cake. Sometimes self-improvement is not linear, but have better and worse days, just like my current diet. Exasperation because it's equal V equals semicolon, I think, because I doubt these are actually tears. But that's okay, as long as I'm trying, I'll get better little by little. Is there anything you're trying to get better at currently recording this nonsense? Aha, there was another funny number. And finally, we've reached the end. Magic gives unexpected reading of my fate. Fuck you, she was right. You knew she was right because magic is real. Because magic is real, she was telling the truth. You are cursed. You will be successful. But if you would have paid, you would have been even more successful. Magic. Kitchen are my favorite monsters from Easter Miss. They are so cool. I love their tricky nature. Love less than 3. What's your favorite monster from the Miss? I'm not sure. I mean, the only reason my mind drifts towards Typhon, Scylla, and Charybdis is because recently, at the time of recording, yesterday actually, I watched the mythology guy's video on inaccuracies in God of War Ascension, which I find out that Charybdis is actually a chick, to which I obviously had to answer with the joke, "Dang girl, what that mouth do?" Thank you!